Terrific. Could you join me? Just palms, hands sitting in your lap. One of the beautiful things about Pilates is that it promotes mind-body centering. So to try not to be in a rush as we teach Pilates and as we practice Pilates, just give yourself a beat. Encouraging the mind to slow down and bringing the attention to the body. So why eyes closed? Because as soon as you close your eyes, it has a more intro perspective. You still should be very aware of where you're placed in your room. So can you sense with your eyes closed what furniture is around you? Can you sense how far away from the wall behind you've sat from your periphery? So what does that space area feel like? You might be noticing already that posturally you start to open up. So suddenly become aware of your back when we talk about the space behind you. Suddenly become aware of your sides when we talk about the space beside you. So have you noticed your posture is adjusting? When we talk about the space in front, have you noticed you're more aware of your chest, the front of your torso? When we speak about the distance between you and the ceiling above you, have you already noticed you become more aware of vertical alignment? So Pilates is for postural correction. Pilates is meant to enhance your understanding of vertical so that by the time you stand up after class, you note a difference, you sense a difference, and therefore there's less impact as you travel through the world, the space, life, and hopefully you do more because you feel better. Bring your attention to your breath. As you continue to notice and sense space around you, posture is not static. So even sitting, be careful you haven't locked. You should be noticing micro shifts in your lower back, middle back, upper back, neck and head. Unlock the shoulders. You should be noticing micro shifts as the spine adjusts to the impact of gravity. So should your shoulders. So should your rib cage. Take a gentle, deep breath in. Count to 7. Hold it up there. Just pause. No air coming in or out. And now a gentle exhale. No need to count it. Just slow. Feel the weight of the lungs. Wait till you get to the bottom of the exhale and just sit there. Open eyes, continue. Breathing in. Hover at the top of your inhale, just a couple of beats. And a very slow exhale. Do you still have a perspective with eyes open now? What's in front, what's behind, what's above? How does that impact your approach to breathing? So bring your attention into how you've aligned your spine and where your weight is placed in relation to your pelvis. Now bring your hands up to your chest. Can you feel air here? Keep feeling. Keep feeling. You should feel movement here. Keep feeling. Keep feeling. Keep feeling. You should feel a bit of shrug. Keep feeling. Keep feeling. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And now very slowly breathe out. Control the emptying of the lungs. Control the rising of the diaphragm. What will this feel like? Like it deflates, but be careful you haven't lost your height. Good. Now shift your hands to your bottom back ribs. Can you feel air here? Can you feel movement here? Keep going. Feel, 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 feel. It's a vertical, it's a lateral, it's a back to front. Feel, feel, feel. Make the rib cage larger. And now very slowly exhale. Good. Hands down on belly. Breathe in. Are you allowing your belly to move? Are you allowing your belly to stretch? Still going vertical, still going lateral, still going back and front. Slow exhale. Take your time, breathing out. Belly should be moving. Diaphragm rising, ribs collapsing, lungs emptying. Work right to the end. How deep can you take us without any gripping? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Terrific. Froggy position. And you now round your back. So not to your depth. So be careful those that are flexy in the Zoom. Be careful you haven't reached over trying to put your head on the ground. Can you see the shape of my back? So I'm trying to imprint and pull the pelvis back in opposition to reaching the head forward. My spine is flexed, but the biggest part of the exercise is the imprint. Now try and practice your breathing. As you breathe in nice and gently, what does it feel like not to let the tummy billow? And as you exhale, what does it feel like to draw the abdominals deeper? Feeling like as you deepen, you're opening up the small of your lower back. 3 to go. The focus of the breath now is much more into your back and your bottom side ribs. It's likely to feel shallower and it's likely to feel more controlled. Those of you with tight backs, you might feel quite restricted at the minute. Note to self, practice this phase of breathing more. Good. Sitting back up, cross legs. Hands on your belly. Using sounds now to really strengthen transverse abdominis and the core before we start the class. It goes like this. Ha, ha. Can you see my stomach? Ha, ha. Come on, pull it in. Ha, ha. To produce that sound, are you using your core? Ha, 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 ha. Be careful of your alignment. Ha, ha, ha. Come on, put some more air out. Ha, ha, ha. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Have a little stretch again. So that's such an interesting activity, isn't it? If you're coming on board to be an instructor and learn to be an instructor, the use of your voice is your weapon. So if you're a bit gravelly, very hard to create rapport. Whereas if you talk with a rounded, lifted, active use of core, diaphragm, and soft palate, it's amazing how much quicker the person you're working with, speaking with, feels relaxed, feels like they can trust you. Because the use of your voice is a huge insight into who you are as a human being. So note to self, practice sound. Lying down, we'll continue that journey. I'm going to pop my trusty tool between my legs. I'm setting up in what we call is constructive rest position. So my feet are out from underneath the line of my knees. They're tracking parallel. I can feel both pads of my feet on the floor. I can feel all 10 tippy toes. Try that. Pick up all 10 toes. Notice the pads of your feet. Without looking at your feet, can you align? Does it feel like you're placed in the center? Equal weight, big toe, little toe mounds, the center of your heels. In doing that, do you feel like your kneecaps are now centered Do you feel like your legs are resting in your hips? So can you open up the space for the leg to rest in the hips? Can you widen the back line of your pelvis? Can you release your glutes, spreading your sacrum? And now can you find your spine? So widen across the back of your skull, gently nod the chin down without gripping. And as you breathe, see if you can feel a sense of flow running down your spine. 2 more breaths. Feet, knees, legs and the weight of them slotting in without any tension. Opening up the space in the hip, widening across the back line of the pelvis. Now your sacrum has space. And as you look up and down your spinal column, does it feel like you're in your lengthened, most lengthened position? And do you feel like you've got a sense of energy flowing down your spine? You can sense your whole back. Now come into your sternum. Does the sternum feel like it's rising up? Collarbones widening, therefore shoulders laying. So there's a falling feeling, releasing tension in the head of the shoulder, releasing the grip from the scapula. Arms are long and outstretched. Hand is open, flat, taking the floor, fingers are long, outstretched. Imprint. Very gently roll the pelvis, tipping it so the lower back, the small of the lower back kisses the floor. Gently return to home base. That's an interesting move, isn't it? So as you roll back to home base, be careful you didn't throw your middle back off the floor. So bring consciousness into head, the lengthening neck without gripping your jaw, without tightening your shoulders, your shoulder blades. So as you move your pelvis, continue to work on the alignment, continue to explore the alignment, head, neck, upper back, middle back. And what should that alignment be right now? You're trying to get a sense of the natural curvature. So that gentle rise in your neck. All your thoracic joints should be on the floor, but you shouldn't be pushing. And so this little movement just feels like a massage for the lower back. One more. Good. Raise your 2 arms up above your chest. Arms are straight up in line, shoulder width apart. Arms are outstretched, palms are open, fingers are lengthened. Breathing in. Slowly reach your arms back over your head. Breathing out, reach them wide to the T. Close them straight across in front of your chest. Reverse it. Breathing in, go wide. Does it feel like your upper torso is expanding? Reach over your head and breathe out down in front of your chest. Switches. One goes up, one goes down, breath in. Both return. One goes up, one goes down. Return. Little shoulder scapular movement. 2 shoulders glide apart, sending both arms up to the ceiling. Now feel like your hands stay there. Very gently allow your shoulder blades and the head of your shoulder to slide, to fall away from your hands. Careful you didn't arch your back. Try that one more time. Breathing in. Feel the large rib cage. Feel the control in your abdominals. Breathing out, try and leave your hands there and really gently feel your shoulder melting. Feel your shoulder blades falling. Feel your back lengthening. Notice your pelvis, your legs, your feet. Send the arms down by your sides, pelvic curl. Exhale to roll up into our bridge position. And just stay. How long can you make yourself here? So press your palms, outstretch your arms, and really bring awareness into your upper torso. Can you provide strength and stability in your upper torso? Now can you send your pelvis a couple of centimeters closer towards your lower legs, to the back of your calves? Can you open up the front of your hip more and raise your pelvis into that new space? Can you feel your core, your abdominals? Every time you breathe out, deepen. Can you feel your feet, all the knuckles, all the toes? Slowly roll. Pelvis still looks for the back of the calves. Upper torso is still strong without gripping. Gently roll. Articulate through the spine. Arriving back to that neutral home base position without arching your middle back. Feel the length. Feel the breadth. Feel your breath. Exhale, roll. Go through the imprint, gently without gripping. Articulate through the spine, arriving up in your bridge position. And we stay. So it's an isometric hold, encouraging you to open up the front line of your hip and the front line of your torso without arching your back. Really work on the traction. Try to get your pelvis closer to your feet without flipping through your shoulders. Work your feet, particularly your heels, push down. Now come for a little pump exercise with me. Press your feet and pull your pelvis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to rotate. Right hip down, left hip up. Level up, center up. Right hip high, left hip low. Center up. One more each side. Careful you don't tip your feet. Hold it. Sweep your arms back over your head. Sweep your arms down by your sides. Sweep your arms over your head. Maintain your control. One more time. Sweep your arms over your head. Sweep them back. Raise the pelvis up a little higher. Slowly roll. Upper back. Take your time. No gripping. Middle back. Lower back. Finally, pelvis. Drop the ball out between your feet. Knees and feet together. Gently sway your legs to the right. Eventually, your pelvis will follow, but your middle back should be on the floor. Sway the knees back to center. Gently sway your knees to your left, rolling, tipping on the feet. Eventually, it'll take your pelvis. Careful it doesn't take your middle back. So we're beginning our practice on the spine twist. Now, pause on center. Pick both knees just off the floor. Pick both feet just off the floor. Replace it. Were you prepared enough? Careful your abdominals don't fly up. Spine stable, pelvis stable, upper torso strong. Raise the feet. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Place them back. One more time. Raise the feet, little hover. Now bring the legs all the way to tabletop. Now send that big shape slowly down, slowly down, slowly down. Raise it all the way up. Draw the energy deep into your hip. strong through your legs. Squeeze your feet together. Slowly take it down. Control it, control it, control it. Last one. Draw the energy in. Really work deeply through your hip. Squeeze your feet together. And I'm going to pop my trusty prop back in just to keep me really honest with the squeeze of my feet. I want to feel my inner thighs in this position. I want to feel my legs sucking and drawing into my hip. Keep breathing as we talk. This is such a great exercise to strengthen your lower core if you become aware of those things. The risk is you get passive in your legs. Be careful. Keep squeezing your feet. Squeeze the trusty tool between your legs and really feel the energy rising up through your lower core. Tip legs right. Take care. First thing to switch off is those inner thighs and your lower core. Other side. Press. Tip. Twist. Return. Can you still feel your upper torso? The strength in your upper torso, giving us a solid base to work from. Last time, here we go. Tipping and returning. Hands behind your head. Keep working in your legs. Chest curl. Just stay. Breathe. Work on the alignment of the spine. Commonly, you will have tipped your head too far forward. Press your head back in your hands and really feel the shape of your back. Is your middle spine still on the floor? Can you sense the length running through your column? Energy reaching out the tippy point of the crown of your head. One more breath. Rotate. Hold your rotated position. 2 deep breaths. Turn and look back at your elbow behind. One more breath. Back to center, recheck. Hold the chest lift. Check in on legs. Rotate. Hold it. Back to center. Control the laying and returning of the spine. Check in with the posture in the supine position. Release your arms. Control the return of the legs and the feet to the floor. Good. Drop your ball out. Grab hold of your legs. Wrap your hands around your feet. Rolling like a ball prep. Next exhale. Slide the sternum towards your pelvis. Tip the rib cage. Tip yourself over your rib cage and push your legs up into your hands. Hold it. Your buttocks will be off the floor. Hold it. Hold it. And slowly return. Laying through the back. Thinking about the release of the back muscles. Here we go. Exhale. Keep pushing the legs up into the hands. Keep working on your deep abdominals. The compression of your abdominals. The release of your back. The strength through your hips. This time we're going on. Pressing. Rounding. Flexing. Imprint through that pelvis. Keep pressing your legs up into your hands, squeezing your feet together, rock. Pelvis up, up, pelvis up. Good, the more you focus on getting the pelvis up, did you notice you just arrived at the top on balance? Keep pushing the legs into your hands, rolling. Keep squeezing your feet together. 2 more. Squeeze the feet. Last one. And rest. Good job. Felt good, huh? Felt like we were ready. Okay, let's get some upper torso work in. Can you raise both arms up with me and control the lowering? Hence why I said they need to be heavy enough. Exhale, raise it up. Good. Now your challenge is to keep the space that we've worked on. So how can you sit a effectively now. You've got to keep working on the vertical, head rising up. Good. Can you feel your lower core? Turn your palm, raise above, and return to the T. Did you notice the rotation? Turn your palms and raise up. Control it. By the time we get to the T, palms are facing. Control it. Lower core, lower core, lower core. Now check yourself here. Have you pushed your rib cage so far forward you've arched your back? You got to monitor that. Control it, control it, control it. Last time, raise it up. Only one arm and follow it. And raise it up. Only one arm and follow it. And raise it up. One more each side, only one arm. Use your breathing. Coordination of breath. Good, return to the feet. Here we go. Hip, two sides the same length. It's called a tilt. Raise back up. So can you keep the strength through the side bodies so that by the time you land in the T, two side bodies are still the same length? All right. Tilt and stay. Creep your fingers and your weight a little further. And now you've already practiced what that top arm should do. So that's the rotate for the wave. Bring it back and arrive T. Tilt. Rotate. Sweep it over your head. Bring it back. Rotate. Arrive. Well done. Give the weights a little moment. Turning around. Resetting. Roll back. Deep breath out to tuck and roll. Lower back kisses. Little pulse. Roll all the way home. Control reaching your arms over your head without arching your middle back. Bring the arms with the weights over your head. Roll into your spinal flex position and your chest curl position. Pick your back of your ribs off. Maintain the flex position. Little pulse. Roll all the way up. Arrive, spinal flex, shoulders over hips. Grab hold of your legs. Sit as straight as you can. Raise your chest to the ceiling. There's your basic back extension. Return to the vertical. Raise your arms. Roll, imprint. Squeeze the tool between your legs. Lower back kisses. 5 pulses. Ha, 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 ha. Lay back. Fun to add that sound in. Fun to understand the relationship. How does it help you compress abdominals more? Rolling back up. Find your position. Back ribs off the floor. Ha, 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 ha. Back up, shoulders over hips. Return the pelvis to the vertical. Return the spine. Raise the chest. Basic back extension. Good. Drop the hand weights. Leave them close. Lay back on your back. Leg circles. Raise the right leg up. Grab hold with 2 hands and actively push that right leg into both hands. Stretch your left leg up to the ceiling. Slowly lower the left leg down. Circle the left leg around and arrive on top. Send the left leg low. Circle the left leg around and arrive on top. Reverse it. Circle, control it. Have you still got your right leg pushing up into both hands? Become aware of your pelvis. So this exercise is all about the stability of your pelvis. Second leg. Set up, left leg pushing into both hands. Find the center with both legs in hips, pelvis. Send the right leg low and long. Rotate the leg in the hip joint. Go wide and arrive back on top. The leg will go through a little internal rotation as it goes low and long. Now it'll go through a little external rotation as it goes wide around. Reverse it. Open out wide. Feel where your pelvis is. Circle down low and bring it back up. One more. Around. And arrive back up. Fold both legs in. Arrive in your chest curl position. Set up the shape of the back. Take two hands to left knee. Single leg stretch. Are you still pushing your left leg up into both hands? Switch sides. Get the energy in that short leg, that bent leg. Very tempting to let it rest. Feel it. Last set. Good. Knees in, rock yourself to the top. Grab your weights. Set up the spine stretch. Legs the width of your mat. Raise your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, flex the spine. Oppositionally pull the pelvis back to the wall behind you through your waist. Careful your shoulders aren't hugging your ears. Slowly return. Open out the arms to the side to the T. Press both calves down into the floor. Sit up, sit tall. Look up into the space between your hands. Return to vertical. Prepare. Exhale. Strong legs. Check your control in your shoulders. Slowly return. Arms out wide. Feel your legs. Press the calves down. Remember that rotation we set up in your arms. Look up. Tip the chest up. Return the arms. Good. Lower your weights. Legs a little wider. 4. Rotate to your left and just pause. Can you feel both sit bones? Does it feel like, without you realizing, you shuffled your right sit bone forward? Pull it back. Now round the back. Keep pulling back through that left sit bone. Anchor it. Actively press that both sit bones down into the floor and reach and try and touch your left toes. Raise back up, windmill the arms. Look up into the space as you do. Other side. Left sit bone pulling back as we go right. Left calf pressing down as we go right. So that's the side that needs the information, that needs the love. Sit back up. One more each side. Right sit bone, right pelvis, pull back oppositionally. Send your right chest towards your left thigh. Press your right calf down. Last time. Sit up. Feel left calf. Pull the left pelvis back. Rotate and flex over your right thigh. Lift back up. Return. Close your legs together. Hands behind your head. Spine twist. Okay, just print the start position. Do you feel like you're squeezing both legs together? Can you feel your feet pressing together? And the muscles you're using to do that, your inner thighs. That's likely to switch off as soon as we move. Pay attention. Now, can you feel both calves pressing down into the floor? Pay attention to that. That's likely to get passive as we move. Now, can you feel your abdominals? Pin your elbows back and slide your shoulders down your body. Feel tall. Slowly turn left. Feet still pressing. Feet still pressing. Feet still squeezing together. Come back to the center. Elbows pinned back. Shoulders sliding down. Legs still squeezing together. Left pelvis pulling back oppositionally as we turn right. One more each side. Last time. Good job. Hands to the back of your pelvis, knees bent. Open and spread your hand. Actively straighten both arms. Push down through the hand and raise your pelvis up. Now hold it here. Can you feel all 10 knuckles pushing the floor away? Open up the front of your hip. Really strong through both arms and slowly sit. Feel feet, feel hands. Raise up. Hands, push, 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 push. Two strong arms, raise the pelvis. Slowly sit. One more time. And slowly sit. Good job. Meet me on your side. Okay, towards the back of your mat. Feet ever so slightly in front of your pelvis. Lying on your underneath arm, top hand on the floor. Raise your top leg up hip height and just have a little moment. Does it feel like this leg is extending long? Same here. Does it feel like this leg is extending long and then where you can, pushing down? Both feet are flexed at the minute. Does it feel like your side body is tapered through your waist? Does it feel like your back is as long as you can make it? Side kick. Inhale, sweep it back. Tone up your legs. Are they maximally stiff and long? Commonly, you've already let go of the underneath leg, particularly around your knees. Work it, work it, work it. Your legs are your load. So if they're not active enough, you won't get the full benefit. Last one. Good, hold it here. Top leg does circle 1. Top leg does circle 2. Top leg does circle 3. It's more of an oval, isn't it? Reverse it. It goes back, up and around, forward, neutral, in line, back, up and around, forward, in line. One more, back, up and around, forward, in line. Bring the bottom leg to the top, send it down. Bring the bottom leg to the top, send it down. No hand, bring the bottom leg to the top. No hand, bring the bottom leg, hold it. Sweep your top arm overhead. 2 long straight arms. Slide your shoulders down into your trunk. Reach your legs a little longer. Squeeze your feet together. And just watch this top pelvis hasn't rocked back. Bend both legs. Reach both arms forward. Hook openings. Top arm raises up to the ceiling. And top arm opens back. Top chest opens up. Should be a nice stretch. Just hold it. 3 deep breaths. Good. Close it back up. And let's do all of that on the other hip, the other side. Setting up. Remember, it's energy through the length.
So commonly, you kind of find your shortest version. It's the idea of the Pilates class is to really build tone and strength and tension over length. Raise the top leg. Are you already active around your knees? Fully toned around your whole leg. The torso the same. Are you maximally long, and have you tapered in around your waist and your abdominals? Flex the foot and bring it forward, forward, forward. I've taken the pulse out today. Did you notice? Sweep it back, 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 back. Line it up. Actively flex your foot. Line it up. Actively point your foot. This is not just for a ballerina. You've all got calves, you've all got ankles, you've all got feet. So be careful we don't misconstrue all of that and take out that extra part of the exercise because we don't think it's relevant. Point the foot. Go on, really use your toes, use the fascia in your feet, and really stretch and open your ankles. Last one, flex. Come on, really flex. Reach with your heel and arrive back. And now go point. Go on. Really draw those toes in as close as you can towards your heel. Hold it. Little circle with your long pointed foot. 1. You've got to hold that point in the toes. 2. 2 more. 3. 1 more. 4. Reverse it. Keep working on your foot. 1. Circle. 2. Feel the big toe circling. 3. Last time. 4. Bottom leg to the top. 2 pointed feet. Come on, stretch, 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 stretch. Lower it down. Don't rest the leg. Bring it up. Can you work your knees more? Can you get longer through your inner thighs? Touch down. Bring it up. Stay. Hand off. Bottom leg down. Bottom leg up. Careful you haven't rocked off this underside hip. And bring it up. Stay. Sweep your arm over your head and just balance and breathe. Can you get longer? Stronger legs. More tone. And rest. Bring your knees forward. Reach both arms. Book opening. Raising the arm up to the ceiling and then turning the top chest, following it with your head and the eyes. 3 deep breaths. Okay, over in your stomach, preparing for basic back extension. Reach your arms back beside your pelvis today, palms up. Squeeze your legs together today. So pressing the feet together. Long through your inner thighs. Start with your head. Reach the head forward and raise your arms. Widen across your collarbone and shoulders. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Fully stretch your arms. 3 deep breaths. Stack your legs. Have you gone slack around your knees? Raise your feet up. Raise your legs up. Keep working on the legs. Press your feet together. Make sure your pubic bone is still on the floor and your abdominals are supporting. Keep breathing. Now count. Breathe in, count to 5. Out, count to 5. Legs. Long arms. Crown of head reaching forward. Space in the small of your lower back. 1 more. Good. Sitting back into child pose. Have a moment. Good. Arrive up on all fours with me. 2 hands underneath your shoulder blades. Underneath your shoulders. Shoulder width apart. 2 knees underneath your hips. Hip width apart. Find yourself in this position. It really helps if you open up the hand and push all the knuckles into the floor. It equally helps if you outstretch your fingers and take the floor with the open and spread hand. Keep pressing your knuckles into the floor. Find your two long arms, the energy strapped up into your shoulders. Find a space in your neck. And now just make sure your sternum and chest is drawn with your abdominal. Little rock forward. So bring the weight. Big stretch for the wrist. You're loading the wrist. Return it. And bring your weight forward, 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 and return it. Hold it here. Without sinking into your wrists, step your right foot back into plank. Careful, without sinking into your wrists, push the knuckles down and step your left. Bring your right back. Bring your left back. Take care. Hand strong. Left leg steps in. Right leg steps in. Hold it. Bring your feet together. Keep pushing your hand into the floor. Can you feel all the knuckles, particularly your index texting finger? Rock a little bit forward. Return it back. A little bit forward. Return it back. One more, little bit forward. Return it back, rest. Sitting back on your heels. Okay, we're about to stand. Tuck your feet. Separate your feet. And now spread your toes. So whilst you've got your head down, can you work on your feet? Can you get space between all of the toes? So that as we go to stand, you're going to announce that foot. Okay, here we go. Keep working on your foot. Drop your head down, check out your feet. Have you got all the knuckles? And can you center the foot with the ankle? Slowly roll back up, keep working on your feet. You'll arrive at the top in your vertical position. You won't be able to see your feet now, but you're going to keep working on the foot. As soon as you feel ready, eyes closed. Can you press the knuckles of the feet down into the floor? Can you check you've got even weight, big toe, little toe? Even weight, big toe knuckle, pinky knuckle. Can you feel the arches underneath your feet lifting up? Now feel your legs. Do they feel strong? Do they feel long? Do you feel like you're standing with two strong, active, spread, grounded feet? Now balance your pelvis, bring it over the middle of your feet. Careful your legs aren't resting. Careful your feet are still pushing the floor away. Now look up through your spine. How does your back feel? Can you sense how to align your spine with your pelvis balanced over your feet? Now look up into your collarbones, your sternum, your shoulders and your arms. Do you feel the space between your rib cage, upper torso and your pelvis? Standing over your two strong legs on top of your two spread feet. Now check out your head. How do you balance that on top of the tower of the spine? How do you center it? So have a little moment. Gently open your eyes. Merry Christmas. See you all in 2024. Hope you have a great break.